My name is Tala and my partner is River. Our presentation is about the mass extinctions that have occurred throughout history. We will go into what those extinctions were and how they impacted evolution. A mass extinction is when species start to disappear and die out faster than they can recover, causing around 70% or more of species to be wiped out. There have been 5 mass extinctions in the past: the Ordovician mass extinction, the Devonian mass extinction, the Permian mass extinction, the Triassic-Jurassic mass extinction, and the Cretaceous-Tertiary mass extinction. Even though all of those different extinctions were caused by different reasons, all of them are a result of a natural process. We are going to start off with the first mass extinction that is currently known to us, the Ordovician Silurian extinction, which killed off nearly all of the living organisms on Earth, and if they had all died out, there would be no life on Earth. There are a lot of speculations as to why this first extinction happened. Things like the cooling of the planet and the decreasing of oxygen levels caused the extinction. There is a theory that the decreasing levels of oxygen caused toxic metals to release into the water, and those metals caused mutations that killed little species in the water.
Now, onto the Devonian extinction, the second mass extinction. During the early Devonian period was when animals and plants started leaving the water and populating the land. The Devonian extinction occurred around 365 million years ago, and it was the reason for the disappearance of many marine species that were alive at the time. There is no one single cause that caused this extinction, but multiple ones, like tiny meteorites hitting the planet, excess sedimentation, which can cause oxygen shortages in the water, and too many plants. You may be wondering, how could plants cause a mass extinction? Well, we are going to explain. So with the increase of plants on land, carbon dioxide levels started going down, and that made the planet cooler, and the species of the Devonian era were used to warm climates, so they all died. The third mass extinction, known as the Permian-Triassic extinction, is the largest mass extinction event in Earth's history. It affected a large range of species, including many vertebrates. The most affected species included shallow, warm water marine invertebrates, which included the trilobites, rugose, and tabulate corals, and 2 large groups of echinoderms, the blastoids and crinoids. The Permian extinction was characterized by the elimination of over 95% of marine and 70% of terrestrial species. Over half of all taxonomic families present at the time disappeared. The Permian-Triassic extinction ranks the highest in terms of severity out of the 5 mass major extinctions.
Moving on to the fourth mass extinction, we have the Triassic-Jurassic extinction, the extinction that gave space to and allowed dinosaurs to flourish on land. This extinction occurred approximately 210 million years ago and was caused due to the huge eruptions of multiple volcanoes. Those eruptions released a lot of carbon dioxide into the planet's atmosphere, and that caused the climate to rapidly heat up. The change of the climate, the excess carbon dioxide levels, and the increase in water acidity all contributed to the extinction of about 76% of all species that were alive at the time.
Finally, the fifth mass extinction is the Cretaceous-Tertiary extinction. Scientists refer to the Cretaceous-Tertiary extinction that wiped out non-avian dinosaurs as the KT extinction. There have been many theories about what caused this extinctions, but the ones that talked about most among scientists is about multiple volcanic eruptions that occurred along with an asteroid that hit the Earth, causing dust and debris to cover the Earth's atmosphere, preventing sunlight to come through, and in return, ceasing photosynthesis, which caused the death of plants and disrupted the food chain.
Okay, so now that we have covered what mass extinction is and what events have already occurred, let's take a look at what could have been our reality. So as we have been learning in this course, organisms evolve into new species through adaptations, mutations, and other natural causes. All of the species that are on our Earth right now, ranging from mice to people, have evolved from species that have survived the mass extinctions. If those extinctions did not happen, the ecosystem of our planet would be very different than what it is now. Each mass extinction caused around 60% to 70% of the species from that time era to die out. But what if those species did not die out? There would be no way to tell what they could have evolved to, especially since we do not even have fossil records of all the species that lived back then. However, we know for sure that we would have way different species than we have now, both animals and plants living on our planet.
Now, for the age-old question everyone wants to know, what would happen if dinosaurs never went extinct? Can you imagine us, humans, living among the dinosaurs? Well, firstly, the chances that humans and dinosaurs would be able to live in peace together are rather slim. Secondly, if dinosaurs were to have never gone extinct, they would have likely stayed the most dominant organisms on Earth over mammals. This would have led to humans to have never existed. So basically, if dinosaurs were still to be alive today, humans would not exist and vice versa. But If for some reason we could ignore the facts, and dinosaurs and humans were both still alive today, it would be likely that humans would just put them in zoos for our entertainment, just like Jurassic Park.